All right, come on, buddy. Good morning. I can't see your name too well. Who's this? Peters RC. Howdy. Thank you for popping in. Just going for a little Sunday morning walk ride with the puppy dog. Okay, I think I've seen your last name. Yeah, Peters RC. I thought, yeah, I think I'm familiar with you. I'm sure I am. I've probably been there. Now I gotta go look, but if I do it now, it'll drive me nuts. Whenever somebody leaves a comment, I'm like, who's he? What's he do? I know I've seen you. I appreciate you popping in. Sweden. What time is it there? It's, I don't know. It's around noon here in the U.S. You definitely got places to crawl, don't you? Heard you got a little mountain. Are you chilling or peeing? I don't think he's peeing. I think he's chilling. You waiting on me? All right, let's go. Hey, thank you everybody for popping in. Please do tell me where you're from. What time is it where you're at? It is just Sunday afternoon in, hey bud, in Florida. Beautiful day today. We've had a lot of winter weather, which isn't common for Florida at all. And I mean real winter weather. I think the northern part of the state got an inch last week. Well, just for you that don't know, this is generally an RC channel, but Bucky is my best friend and nursemaid, so when I have the energy, at least once a day, he goes for a really good walk. And then most of you, I believe, are watching to go to bed, and that's awesome. I do the same thing except with Bob's Burgers. I appreciate everybody stopping in, no matter why. It helps the algorithm, and it puts a smile on my face. All right. We're not going to go for a long one, dude. We're going to go for a medium one, all right? Come on. Yay, I didn't have to swear. Christian, welcome. Peter, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. That really tickles me, man, because I'm just a nerd who really gets into his toys. And I know I'm not the best reviewer and unboxer, but I have so much fun doing it. And I'm glad that I know today that at least one other person enjoys them. Although I have an idea that there might be a couple more. But yeah, they're fun. I enjoy, and you know, my memory gets worse as it gets older, but the geekdom doesn't go anywhere. So opening up the box, you know, reminds me of opening up the last one and getting them together. I'm gonna have I gotta get the JLU on the big mountain sometime today. Start getting those guys their solo runs on the big mountains, on the big mountain, and get those ready to go up for you guys, because I might end up homeless by the end of the week because the landlord's being stupid. All right, hold on. So anyway, the landlord's being stupid and trying to penalize me for stuff the housing authority won't pay. And that's not legal, and but it's still probably going to squirt me out into the streets before the end of the month. So today I'm trying not to focus on that BS. I want to get some videos done and hang out with my kids. That way you guys have some stuff to watch if poop does hit the fan. I don't want to kill the momentum. Who's this? Hold on, stop, Bucky. I gotta say hi to people here. Talessa? Please forgive me I don't say the whole name. Thank you for popping in. How are you? Where are you from? How's the weather? Is it morning? Is it evening? SCX30 Jeep Wrangler JLU yesterday, not a bad rig. The JLU, I had no problems with the JLU at all. That's why when I opened the when I did the K10 and heard that people were having issues, I took a look at it, and that's what prompted me to get the Bronco, because I'm like, all right, and I noticed stuff, you'll see it in especially in the Bronco unboxing. I really think the thing is you had two major companies who we know talk to each other. I think they leaked each other, freaked each other out, and both of them shoved out a product that wasn't quite ready. I mean, they're still decent companies, they still make a decent product, but they did a video game thing. And, well, video game people don't friggin' like it. I'm done. That's my rant. I like the 30s, Peter, for the out of the box, ready to go. They're wonderful. I think they need to fix their production issues a little bit, obviously, and I think they're well aware of that. We've made lots of videos on it. The 24 is easier to work on. I haven't worked on my 30 too much yet, but Mr. R.C. Ritchie is a fanatic, and he had his apart back together probably in the first day, and he's got more patience than I do. If that man says that they're a pain in the ass to work on, I absolutely believe him. So I hope the 24 stays around, and I bet, Peter, you'll agree with me. I know a lot of people do. They need to build the SCX30 chassis in a 24 scale. That's what they really should have done. They should have just said 24 2.0 and told everybody else to keep up with them. They had all the parts they could have still used on the truck. Yeah. The 4Runner was the best, I think. Of course, well, let me say this right. The 4Runner was the best of the ones I own out of the box. I think they did really good, and I was really surprised when they released the 30, because it seemed like they were continuing to pay attention to the 24, and let's hope they do. I think the 30 is going to be less important to the builders, the guys who like to tear their shit apart and do stuff with them, just because they're a pain in the ass. But at the same time, you're going to have dedicated people like R.C. Ritchie. They're just, yeah, they're artists. Plus, you can't beat the $99. I mean, that's fantastic. And it wasn't that long ago you could get a 24 for 99 bucks. Come on. There you go. There's a good morning rolling the dirt. Come on, big guy. Watch your toes. Come on. Come on. Excuse me. I see all 8 of you sitting there with your fingers in your nose. Just say hi. Tell me where you're from. Teresa, you never told me where you're from, what the temperature's doing. Yes, they are. Yeah, I got the first Gladiator when they made them. I like the truck. You know, I think it's a perfect old man truck. I would definitely drive it. But yeah, I bought that first one. That was nice. It took them a little too long to add stuff like oil shocks and things like that. But looking back at it now, I think that was more of a price point issue. I think they probably wanted to do that. Because now you can't get a 24. Well, I think you can still get the base camp for 120 here in the U.S. But I don't know if that has oil shocks in it. That might be just their cheapie because they stopped the deadbolt. Dudes, bring back the deadbolt. Everybody had. If you're a crawler guy, you got a deadbolt. That would be sick. A little 30 deadbolt brushless. And friend, just gonna call you Ann. Hi, Ann. Thanks for popping in. How are you? Where are you? What's the weather like? So far, I've talked to Sweden. That's pretty cool. It's like the old CB days. My brother was into CB. I thought it was kind of boring. Man, you get the right conditions, you get a bunch of nerds wrapped around a van in a parking lot under a bridge. Nerdism is fun. I don't care what the hell it is. Whatever you get into it. Yeah, Peter. I haven't heard anybody disagree. That 30. I wish I knew the chassis number so it wouldn't sound so stupid. But that chassis design should, chances are, it might have started out as the 2.0, and they heard that another company was going to go nuts on Nano, who had name recognition. That's just my theory. I am going to get a Red Cat 32, even though I think it's dumb, just so I can really get a look at their product. Because I really think that's what happened. I think the two companies, both known for their crawlers, both have very good customer service, have very big followings, and they shoved them out too quick. I seem to remember that, again, going back to video games when I was younger. The video game companies did that. I think Nintendo and Sega at the time were doing stuff like that. They released, and that's not common for Nintendo. Maybe it was the Wii. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just rambling. Yeah, the forward weight bias right out of the box for the 30s. I remember opening the JLU, looking at it, and immediately after I pulled that body off going, why the hell did they just do this for the 24? I think I say it at the end of the video. Yeah, I think you can even hear my exasperation at the end of the videos. Why didn't you do that, dude? And then with the 30s, they're giving you all this random little shit, and they don't tell you what it's for. I've gone through every piece of paper. It's like, all right, I got to figure this out. That's why I do my unboxings blind. Because I want you to see what it's going to look like when you haven't watched somebody else's video too. Because not everybody's going to watch videos. All you need is a little bitty piece of paper that says what the damn thing is. They spend so much on extra shit you won't use. I tell you right now, anybody that's taken the wheels off the back of their crawlers probably doesn't know where the hell they are. I'm just talking random shit. Is anybody here? can't see us in the thing. There's too much sun. So I apologize if yeah. Come on. Where's that kid? Where's the kid? He must be napping. He must be napping. He's getting lovage from his dad. Come on. He pops up when we go by. He'll probably pop up. Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot the dang camera was still rolling. Oh, no, nobody was talking to me anyway. Really sorry about that, Peter. Let me catch up with you, bud. Yes, the 30 was rushed. Yep, crunchy drivetrain. Okay, explain that to me. And for 13, 1,395 kroner for the SCX30 in kroner, which I'm guessing is the Swedish currency. Okay, I get you. Yes, yes. One, we shouldn't expect better from Axial. They have proven, and that's why we go back to them, that they are better. So yes, this was a really sloppy push out. And again, I think it really goes back to Red Cat and Axial had the same idea. It's a small community. People hear shit, and I think that's what happened. We had two companies who wanted to do a banger for Christmas and maybe start a new product line off it. and one of them I think will succeed. I think the other one, I've talked to a lot of red cat, really loyal red cat people, and they're kind of pissed off, and I don't blame them. I think that was the dumbest shit. This look, way back like 5 or 6 years ago, when one of the American companies, I think it was Low C, anyway, they came out with their crawlers, and they came out with a 1S. The Chinese people were already putting 2S in because they were smart enough to see that Axial was doing it. And I don't understand why anybody in today's day and age would put a 1S battery in anything. Especially when a lot of people are putting 3 and 4S in their small crawlers. Now, I was watching a live stream one day, a guy had a 6S jammed into a 24, which is overkill. That's why it was funny. But yeah, I don't know. When I was a young man, I was a salesman, and I enjoyed the job, and I wasn't bad at it. And the biggest thing about sales is you're a person talking to another person. It's that friggin' simple. And I think just like some of our favorite YouTubers, the RC companies are losing touch. That's just my opinion. Let me check the screen here. Well, we are almost home, and as much as I like you folks, I don't like you that much. So I'm going to thank you very much for coming along for Bucky's Walk. This is probably the live walk for the day. This is an RC channel, so for whatever reason you're watching, I hope you enjoyed it. But please do like, subscribe, share, watch some videos, and call your mom. Thank you, everybody who's in the room. Please be well. Bye-bye.